So I'm encountering this issue within my project wherein the state of the like button is not updated across different kinds of pages that we have. So what we have done so far is we have these three kind of templates that we render. Inside the index page, we render all kinds of posts, and when you go inside the profile page, you also render different kinds of posts. I mean, for this case, only the user, and the following we only show those people follow that we like. All of these three had the same postcards that we are rendering. The problem is when we go and like one post, for example, in this case, Sean likes something. So the initial state is 0 likes, and the like is state in false. So when we like this, there's nothing wrong with that, because the natural response is this turns into unlike button, meaning this is state as true now, and the likes count has been updated. The problem is when we go, for example, go to a different page. We go to a profile page of Sean. So what should be the state there? The state of the likes and counts should be unlike and one likes. What is happening is when you go to Sean, the state of the button is like, but one likes here in count is correct. So we're going to solve this right now. There's what you call this desynchronization across different kinds of template and views that we have. Meaning, we should only have one single source of truth, wherein these three views should have also a monitoring in the back end, wherein we monitor those states that we have, the count and the true or false boolean. For this case, is it like boolean, those kind of stuffs. So what we have done before, our postcard is right now refactored and use across all those three templates. This is good, but right now we're going to refactor the logic, our backend logic behind these three views that we have. So the ones that are affected, our profile, this profile function, the next is our index, this index function, and our following, this following function. We're going to do that today, so let's dive right into it. Let's go. So what we're going to do right now is go proceed to our views. So of all these three views, we're gonna put a function which prepares for the states and the counts that we're going to manage. We're gonna call that annotate post, but we're gonna create that later. So here in following, since we are here right now, so what we're gonna do after our post has been fetched, we're just gonna add this line. So meaning this post is to be processed inside the function which prepares or annotates all the needed additional data or backend logic we're gonna do later, and update this post object. So later we're gonna do that. First, let's find the other two views. Next is our profile view. Here, our profile view. Just when our post has been fetched here, we're gonna do this below, annotate post, and next our index. So our post here, annotate post. So what happened here is we go to our utils.py and create a function here we named annotate post and do the logic here. So what this code will do is, should we say, this prepares our post data before Django reflects it or renders it to our template. So what we're gonna do is import our needed files. We're gonna import our Django models, count, exist, outer ref. We're gonna explain that later. Next is we're gonna import our like model, our like models here. Next is we're gonna define what our annotate post can do. First, we're gonna annotate or prepare our post. Next is we're gonna process. We're gonna explain this later on. So first, we're gonna go to our imports. This is our way of saying that we're going to need tools, database tools from our Django, and let Django ORM handle this for us. Count means we're just gonna how many related rows exist, and exist just answers the questions, does this exist, yes or no, and outer reference is just like in a simple idea. Every time that when we process post, what we're gonna need is in that query use this id. Also, we're gonna need to import our like model. Next, in our annotate post, what we're gonna need is the current post row that we are working on, and also we need the current session of our user. So what this annotate does is, this is Django's way of saying add an extra fields, but it does not need to be inside our database, not stored in our DB. These added fields are like just a logic or just computed datas. We're just gonna append to our object. Simple idea. This annotate just saying for every post add a new data that is not from the DB. This is just a backend logic that we're gonna add custom added fields per se. So like count is like basically as is, we're gonna check how many counts do we have right now, and this is our like. This thing true is like saying don't double our count duplicates. Next, our user is authenticated. This is just answers the questions. Is our user logged in? This means logout users cannot like posts, right? That's the normal way how this world behaves. Next is, this is like for our exist, meaning this is the one that answers our issue about our session like state variable boolean, true or false. So this is the count, this is the like button boolean. Then once we prepare those two, we're gonna return it to our post, meaning this post has now an added field of like and a like count and is like. Lastly, what are we gonna need is to import our utils function here in our views. From utils, let's import annotate post, and we're good to go. Right now, we're just gonna go to our postcard and update our renderer for our likes into a dynamic one, and we're gonna load our is like here just like this. If post has an is like object or field, we're gonna show unlike, else we're gonna show like. And we're gonna also change our post like count into our created field like count. Let's just look if this is correct according to our utils. Like count is what we call this one. Okay, we're good to go, and let's test our code if this works. So right now this shows when we press unlike, right now this becomes like and 0. But when we go to our profile, let's see if this changes persist, and if this is now an updated likes and count. Yes, we have this one. When we go to different pages like all posts, let's try another one. Torara, let's try liking her post. How you guys doing? Right now this works. When we go to our following, how you guys doing, has a state of unlike and one likes. Let's do. So this is unlike, one like. This is good, working. When we unlike this one, it becomes 0 unlikes. When we go to our all post, let's see if how you guys doing is like and 0 likes. How you guys doing? Like and 0 likes. Right now this works. We have now solved our desynchronization issue in our backend logic, in our state like and our count. Let's go.